The tide
of karmic consequence will deliver me from the hidden bond of a so-called troubled conscience. Do we bring it with us, that delusional body back? Is this the start of a rebirth from the flames? Is he the recycled essence of a gangster creed? The troubles of the fathers revisited. Your social crutches then, boy. Just pick a pocket or two, maybe fight the hunt or run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son. It's about retribution. So run, my son. Better run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son. Do we bring it with us, this delusional body back? Is this the start of a springtime rebirth? The recycled essence of a bygone time? The troubles of the father revisited. No social crutches then, boy. Just pick a pocket or two, maybe fight the hunt or run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son. It's about retribution. So run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son. Run, my son.
My grandfather, Arthur Toddy Phillips, came home one time and saw his father beating up on mother. A fight ensued. He killed his father. The judge, he said, it was a justifiable homicide because he drained the life force from her. He beat her when he could. He would have killed that body one day. She got out while she could. He was a twisted man. She had a broken heart, and her body, it bore the scars. She didn't have time to lift her head. She never saw the stars. He drained the life force from her. He beat her when he could. He would have killed that body one day. She got out while she could.
Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Run, run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run.
Dreams the life force from her. He beats her when he can. He's gonna kill her body one day. She better get out while she can. But he's got this hold on her. She gotta get out while she can. Twisted man and a broken heart, and her body bears the scars. She ain't got time to lift her head, so she'll never see the stars.
Family came from Ireland in the late 1800s.
no social crutches then, boy.
There he goes, Arthur Toddy Phillips.
With his cutthroat razor blade, he was the dean of the dippers, he was my grandpa. Spending his days all smart and audacious, trying to look born and bred. Diamonds and daisies at Ascot with ladies, geezers from Hoxton Square. Back home to Sue in Popham Street, to start the Essex Road. Cutthroats at the races, cutthroats and prizes. Oh, just for today. Round and round the scenic railway. Oh, for one more sunny day. Races and races, races and races, races and races. 2 pints and a whiskey for John, that was his brother, you know. Taking their share with a debonair of Honolulu chases the pan. Slashing the traces a day at the races while the loser is kicking the cat. Picking pockets at music halls, pulling strokes at market stalls. Shootout down Port Portland, king of the Finsbury boys. Cutthroats at the races, cutthroats and crazies. Oh, just for today. Round and round the scenic railway. Oh, for one more sunny day. Races and races, races and races.
Bloomers, whilst those bloomers sag with well-won swag. Those gals, they got food enough for Sunday dinner and all the days in between. Us geezers, we're going down to market and all the drinks are on me because I'm getting married in the morning to a girl called Ida Lee. And my Lee, she's got bloomers and they're much bigger than me. A London story. In London town, when the lights go down, I will be here forever. On the street in the heat where we used to meet, I will be here forever. I was born and raised in London from a boy to a man, in and out of mayhem, surviving as I can, up and down that ladder of society, holding on to a dream that might just set me free. The sun did shine in London town, in my corner of the earth, and the moon did fade with the dawn to show me what it's worth, to live and love in London, my corner of the earth. You can take a boat, you can take a train, or even catch an aeroplane, but coming home to the ones you love feels like a change in the season. When autumn leaves are falling and the rain is coming down, the smell of seasons, it takes you in, and you know that you're in love. Yes, in love, in London town, your corner of the earth. A 3-card trick.
There was a common sight in public spaces, a sleight of hand.
A 3-card trick. Spivs abounding in Oxford Street. It was all done in black and white, my son. All done in black and white. There were scallywags in alleys selling their wares out of a suitcase, free from a copper's gaze. If you gave him half a crown, he wouldn't take you down. It was all done in black and white, my son, all done in black and white. There was Arthur English with his spivacious patter, George Cole in his flashy smutter, and walk of cockney sway. So bang a gong for J. Arthur, I say. It was all done in black and white. Beyond the flickering city lights, one man alone on a winter's night. and within a fear that distorts time and space, there's a misplaced life without love, no grace. The sounds of the night are a vivid stream of nature's listless liberty, while beyond the sound of whispering wing, an owl in silence marks its trace. Oh, to be at one with nature's plan, a secret known by the few in man, if only we could live as one. With all life's creatures, thy will be done. Crazy Sal.
Somewhere over the rainbow, she danced to blue suede shoes. 'Twas a time when she was most alive,
And her love was in full bloom.
she had a love,
And they danced so well when he was home from sea. She danced and she danced with the man that she loved to the sound of the 50s. 1, 2, and then roll. 1, 2, and then roll. The man she loved, he never came home. Some say he was lost at sea. Some do say she's off the pace, and they call her Crazy Sal. And now you can see her through her window as she dances with herself. 1, 2, and then rock. 1, 2, and then roll. Some do say she's waiting for that fateful day.
when somewhere over the rainbow her true love comes to stay. They shall dance and dance with a sailor man.
To those tunes of yesterday when her troubles were so far away.
Oh, for one more sunny day.
Somewhere under the rainbow.
She's a backstreet beauty and she doesn't know it. She lives her life and it makes no sound. She had it all, but nobody's sorry. Now she lives her life.
And is shouted down
Backstreet beauty, you made your time.
on a trip to Gretna Green. You were only 15, you thought you loved him so, but you were too young to fall in love, you were too young to know.
Backstreet beauty, you're growing older, and your dreams and thoughts are now your own.
And it's
Dinner on a Sunday, yeah, the family's over, and you know you will make no sound.
Backstreet Beauty, your Tommy's kicked the bucket. Now he's the one that makes no sound. He's underground. And now it's bingo on Sunday with Jimmy Hackett. And now they can make their own fucking dinner. Backstreet Beauty, your hair is silver grey and you're having the time of your life. You're still a beauty and now you're living your life for yourself. Billy said he's got 2 tickets for Cliff Richard over the weekend. Old Tommy, he hated Cliff. So Billy said he'll sing the Millennium Prayer on Tommy's grave. That'll be another nail in the old fraud's coffin.
Oh, why can't it be like the good old days? Why can't it be like then?
Getting on a charabanc going down Southend. Why can't it be like it was before? The day of the ever-open door. Hello, have you been on your holidays? Did you stay for a week? No, it was just a day at the seaside. For the ladies down our street. And I say, lula, lula lay, is she coming back today? No, she's staying at the seaside with a man called Jimmy Ray.
Now the old man can drink it from the barrel.
Sling it down his throat. Course she's staying at the seaside, far away from that old goat. Lula, lula lay, is she coming back today? No, she's staying at the seaside with a man called Jimmy Ray. No, she's not coming back today. He was a train spotter in his teens. Now he's your dirty rotter, an old has-been. When he left the service, he couldn't get a job because there were no pickings for an oldie mob. He's a credulous cringe, an old army man, and he keeps his bottle in his side pocket. You can sometimes see him on a railway bridge, saluting the big trains. Like any kid, he's a credulous cringe, an old army man. And in his head, he's still 13, and he keeps his bottle in his side pockets. Sun sleeper, your face screwed up with sleep and etched and scratched by the heavy hand of time. There's a quiet peace about the way you lie. It seems for some few moments in time you forgot your lot. You know and I know that when the winter comes and you lose the warm security of the sun, you'll go back to that hellhole and try to adjust. I wish I could give you the much you have lost, but my real name is society, and it comes with a cost. There seems to be no letter from society's circular saw. It cuts so deep inside you that your soul screams. It screams. Because negativity is obligatory below their line. It's a place where a good strong brew can kill all solitude below their line. So when your spirit's broken, there's not much you can do but climb into that hellhole they have made for you. We are the prisoners of our own broken destiny, my little one. So I'll just look at this picture of myself, of a small child lost in misty memory, giving me a tearful eye with thoughts of what might have been. Melancholia does take us all at times. The truth is, loving yourself is all that really matters in the end, my little friend.
He plays his mouth organ, he's a musical man. He said when he was young, he played in a band. He said success was just a breath away, but now he plays his mouth organ in an old subway, in an old subway, in an old subway. Just round and round another day. It's pie in the sky, last dream day. They call her Lady Plum, where did she come from? They say when she was young, she danced at the Grand. She said success was just a step away, but now she prances and dances in an old subway, in an old subway, in an old subway. It's round and round another day. It's pie in the sky, last dream day. They were going so long when they met, and now they're together, they got their own set. She prances and dances while he plays his tunes, and they do it to the rhythm of the London tune, of the London tune, of the London tune. 'Cause it's round and round another day. It's pie in the sky, last dream day.
A sad old summer. It was a sad old summer for my old man. It was a body aching and racked with pain. It was an act of mercy, compassion's friend. It was a sad old summer. He was my old man. You know, I have been delighted in your company, so go with a blessing from Rex, your dog, and me. If the boot was on the other, Daddy, you would do the same for me. Now there's a star in the bright night, and I swear I do see an extra twinkle for you and me. So God bless you, Pa, and God help me. It was a promise made that did set you free. A quest. I went down to the mighty sea. I did sail on ship on ocean free. I went to places I had never been, those places that my father had seen. He left when I was 8.3 in years and months. Mathematically, I spent my early years with the stain of thinking that I was to blame and wishing that he would come back again. Oh, what a very strange affair, needing approval from a man that was never there. I know what you may be thinking, and you may well be right. What a very sad and lonely plight. So it was another merchant ship for me to go to those places that my father had seen. Oh, how I did wish that I could have broken free from thinking. Yes, thinking how it could have been. It was some years that I did travel free, but still that spectre, it did follow me. Oh, why, my daddy, why did you leave me? And was that twisted face of insecurity leaving its mark on only me? Then I met my Sally on a quayside day. With her love, the pain, it just went away. And now we have 2 boys, David and Dale, and they love me on a gigantic scale. So God bless you, Sally, Dave and Dale, for my love for you is way beyond the pale. Shadows in the hall. We have lost the spark that starts the flame, that lights the way to true love. So go to sleep, my little one. Don't you be scared this night, because your daddy, he's looking after you, and he'll switch off the light, and when you wake, those shadows will be gone. I wish that I could get away from her whiskey-flavoured schemes and dreams. But how can you tell a 5-year-old that your daddy wants to leave and that he is seeing shadows in the hall? Days go by, days, they're gone, with not much in between, but a little loneliness and true love's broken dreams. Because we've lost the spark that lights the way to love. The years have flown, our baby's grown, but still this stranger by my side. And now I've left a note beside the bed. It's a house beside the sea for my old friend, for my old friend, for my old friend and me, because she fans that spark that starts a flame, that lights the way to true love. And now there are no more shadows in the hall. Vera takes the prize. I was born in a land of Cockney vitriol, playing on broken discarded red brick, seeing lonely fireplaces suspended in midair, staircases ending abruptly, confused, without focus, corner of a photograph of a child, almost buried in the rubbled red brick, a double-headed coin of limited reason. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Perhaps at the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. Alice can wave at one of the guards while Christopher Robin is missing. Alice is now dating one of the guards as Vera, she takes the prize. I'm sure she means well. Hello, me cunty, come on in. What is it, a bottle of beer? Large whiskey? Come on in.
Walking down Old Dean Street, the green dog calls my name. I'll pour a drink for you and me, my dear. But all that flesh has rotted now, it's taken to the bone. And I salute 'em all with a shot of whiskey. Triptych city flashing lights, Soho in a doorway. It really was a time once worth living. Tin Pan Alley, Pistol Street, Iron Hoof Street in Old Compton. But boozing every night, it ain't no pity. Distorted faces, flesh and bone, shadows looming, sickly green. Blood on your schmutter, and you've pissed on your toes. It don't matter, boy, 'cause that's just how it goes. Rolling down Old Greek Street, such a timeless, dirty scene. Cider, bitter beer, and a large whiskey. Gangsters wearing Savile Row, violets on the phone. It's just that West End Soho state of mind. Oil paint, satire, and violence. The Communist Manifesto is a rough trade for boys who won't go home. Gamblers on the pavement, that punter is in a hole. If he don't pay what he owes, he won't get old. Distorted faces, flesh and bone, shadows looming, sickly green. Blood on your schmutter, and you've pissed on your toes. It don't matter, boy, 'cause that's just how it goes. 41 Dean Street, 29 Greek Street, 49 Dean Street, 18 Greek Street. These were the colors of the road. These were the colors of the road. But love is the devil when you don't let go.
As the wheel keeps turning, as the wheel keeps turning.
Star News are standard, that's what the lady said. Star News are standard, keeps ringing in my head.
Oh, Eileen dear, you showed no fear. Sell your papers down Holborn Way. You've no concern for tomorrow's day, but you cried out yesterday. Throughout your life you struggled on when people put you down. But it don't matter, it never did, since you got through the war. Oh, Eileen dear, can I say we saw you dancing, it was a treat. But once you said you saw no point when your Albert died. Even then, though, you kept your stride and carried on the ride. But yes, of course, time had passed when I heard you'd slipped away. 'Cause it's lonely in the city when nobody gives a shit. Yes, it's lonely everywhere when your man is missed. And there was mad old Mr. Charlton, who had lost it to the core. He sat there in the old churchyard, strumming a stringless guitar. On Monday it was raining, no, not at all bizarre. He sat there through the winter time, drinking his alky brew. But they love you, Mr. Charlton, I'm sure perhaps they do. But then the folks from around the way, they cried in vain today. For that's when Mr. Charlton had upturned, passed away. So they packed him in a cardboard box, for that was the afford. 'Cause it's lonely in the city when nobody gives a shit. Yes, it's lonely everywhere, even when you're pissed. So rest in peace, forgotten ones like William Leonard Gibb, whose memory was lost, discarded in a London skip. Did they call you Leo, or did they call you Will? You died 2nd of May 1991. They say you were 62, but you've been cast away like a boring day. Wilhelm Leonard Gibb, locked in concrete, your memory lies. Were you old before your time? There must be someone who grieves for you, a wife, a friend or child, a man of honor, one that could presume. Wilhelm Leonard Gibb. Yes, it's lonely in the city when no one gives a shit. Yes, it's lonely everywhere when your memory's in a skip.
It's a London story.
He was born in a land of Cockney vitriol, never knowing quite who he was or why. Where the fair fight was lost to the knife. rotted, broken red brick with suspended fireplaces in the air, testing the memory of lost faces and places, staircases that end confused without focus. Cali boy, Cali boy, Cali boys, round and round the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys, round and round the cross. That was him running around the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys. That was them running around the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys. Lost photograph of a child in the rubble's red brick. Caustic tongues, oh, get back to where you live. It's a double-headed coin of limited reason. We'll meet again, yeah, that's what she said, while Alice is waving at the changing of the guard. And Christopher Robin is missing, he's presumed dead. Well, I'm on my own, running around the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys, round and round the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys, round and round the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys. That was him running around the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys. Yes, that was them running around the cross. Cali boys, Cali boys, Cali boys. That was Daddy running around the cross.
We ran down York Way, left into Pentonville Road, up the Cali. We thought we were Roger Bannister, Chris Chataway, Gordon Perry, doing the 4-minute mile. Cali boys running around the cross.